Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel Be Feminine, where we unlock the secrets of attraction, intimacy, and emotional connection so you can experience relationships that feel as good as they look. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications because you never know when I'll be sharing that one piece of insight that completely changes how you see love and connection forever. A lot of men think that the key to attraction is about knowing a few moves or memorizing lines. But the truth, attraction and intimacy, the kind that keeps her thinking about you long after you've left the room, isn't about performance at all. It's about presence, awareness, and the way you make her feel in those small, instinctive moments. Now, we're diving deep into 6 attraction secrets women want most, but will never say it openly. And I promise this is going to be different from anything you've heard before. We're not going into anything crude or over the top. Instead, we'll focus on the real, human dynamics that create that electric spark women crave, while keeping everything fully safe and respectful. Now, here as the first truth, women's attraction is deeply connected to how they feel around you before anything physical even happens. Yes, there's physical chemistry, but chemistry doesn't last if the mental and emotional connection isn't there. That's why the first secret is all about emotional safety. Suppose you could be the most attractive man in the room, but if a woman feels like she has to constantly be guarded or like she can't trust your intentions, she will never feel comfortable the moment with you. Emotional safety isn't about agreeing with everything she says or never challenging her. In fact, healthy challenge can be very attractive. It's about showing her, through your actions, that she can be her real self around you without fear of being judged or ridiculed. I once had a friend, let's call him Daniel, who was, by every standard, a good-looking guy. But women rarely stayed interested for long. One day we talked, and I realized why. He always made subtle digs at women he liked, thinking it was teasing, but it crossed into criticism more often than not. Even though he was trying to be playful, it made women feel on edge around him. Once he learned to replace criticism with curiosity, asking thoughtful questions, showing genuine interest, and laughing with her rather than at her, his connections completely changed. The same women who once kept him at a distance started leaning in, physically and emotionally. That's the power of emotional safety. The second secret is quiet confidence. Notice I didn't say the word arrogance, or the kind of confidence that tries to dominate a room. Quiet confidence is crafty, but it's magnetic. It's in the way you control yourself, your certain eye contact. Your calm voice says that, I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I don't need to change myself for anyone else. Here's a mental trick. Imagine you already know the outcome will go well, whatever happens. Not in a cocky way, just a calm certainty. That energy changes how you move and speak. It's less rushed, less needy, and women pick up on it instantly. Remember the difference between someone frantically trying to impress you and someone who is just enjoying the moment with you. The later one is always more attractive. And confidence isn't just about how you carry yourself physically, it is also in how you handle moments of uncertainty. Let's go, you're talking, and there's a pause in the conversation. A man without quiet confidence might rush to fill the silence, but a man who's grounded will just smile, grab her look for a moment, and let the pause feel natural. That's incredibly powerful because it communicates self-assurance without a single word. Now, confidence blends naturally into the third secret, attentiveness. This is about noticing. And I don't mean noticing in a superficial way. You look nice isn't bad, but it's surface level. Real attentiveness means choosing the small things. The way her eyes spark when she talks about anything she loves, the way her voice calms when she's tired, or how she plays with her necklace when she's nervous. For example, a guy I coached once told me that on a date, the woman mentioned she loved this very special type of tea she could only find in one shop across town. He made a mental note. After 1 week, he showed up with a small box of that tea. It wasn't expensive, it wasn't flashy, but it showed her he listened. That one thoughtful act made her feel valued in a way no grand gesture could have matched. Attentiveness also means being responsive in the moment. If she seems distracted or uncomfortable, you notice and you adjust. If she's relaxed and leaning in, you mirror that energy. It's a dynamic dance, and when done right, it feels effortless. Within attentiveness lies the crafty art of touch. And no, I mean light, intentional touches that feel natural, not saying anything aggressive or forward. Holding her hand as you cross the street. A gentle touch on the shoulder when you're laughing together. A reassuring pat on the back if she's nervous. Here's the key touch is a conversation. If you see how she responds, put something out there. If she leans into it, understand she's comfortable. If she steps back or doesn't reciprocate, you ease off instantly. This isn't about pushing boundaries, it's about creating a bond of connection and trust. The fourth secret is playfulness. Playfulness is the spark that keeps attraction alive. It is not just for the early stages, even couples married for decades can keep that want by staying playful. It can be a light teasing, inside jokes, unwritten adventures. Let's take an example. You might ask her to a friendly competition, like who can make the better sandwich, or who can come up with the funniest made-up song. It sounds trivial, but these moments build a connection language between you. They create memories which are causing smile about later, and they keep the energy on, which makes deeper intimacy feel even more exciting by contrast. The fifth secret is presence, and this one is huge. We live in a world full of distractions, social media feeds, endless to-do lists. So when you give full attention to a woman, it stands out. Being present means you're not thinking about what you're going to say next, you're just with her. You're listening, noticing, and responding in real time. I once heard a woman describe the moment she knew she wanted to marry her husband. She said, "When I talked, he actually listened not just with his ears, but with his whole self. That's the kind of presence I'm talking about." And finally, the sixth secret: what happens afterward. Many men think intimacy ends with the main event, but in reality, the after moments can be just as powerful, sometimes even more so. Maybe it's lying together and talking softly, maybe it's sharing a snack, maybe it's just holding her without saying a word. These quiet moments tell her she has more than just excitement to you, she has someone you want close, even in stillness. And here's the thing, these secrets aren't tricks. They're skills you can develop by genuinely caring and paying attention. They work not because you're following a script, but because you're actually tuned into her needs, her comfort, and her joy. If you start applying these even just one at a time, you'll notice a change. Women will feel more comfortable around you, more trusting, and more engaged. You'll find that attraction becomes less about chasing and more about naturally drawing her in. You've been watching Be Feminine, your space for unlocking the truth about attraction, love, and intimacy in a way that's genuine, respectful, and deeply human. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video where I'll reveal the 5 subtle mistakes men make that instantly kill attraction and how to avoid them. Until then, stay confident, stay present, and as always, stay true to what makes you, you.